Collective Advantage podcast, dude. Let's get into it.
Right on, dude. What's up?
Excited to be here. Excited to be recording. If you're listening, subscribe, share, help us to keep making content.
There should be some exciting stuff in the pipe, son.
Hell yeah. Leave us a comment. Tell us, it doesn't matter what the comment is. Just tell us like your favorite color. Ask us questions. I don't care what the question is. We will respond.
And Booger loves trains. Not like inappropriate trains. Like choo-choo trains.
What did he say? All right, dude. Let's get into it. Have you seen where Twitter, formerly Twitter, currently X,
Yeah.
has like shifted the algorithm to where like Japanese Twitter is on the same wavelength as like American Twitter?
Yeah, and apparently America and Japanese people like love each other.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
It's interesting like how much AI translation has like changed the world in just like this little way.
Well, yeah, and but it also makes you wonder like how much input it has in there, like if it's super accurate or not, which I'm sure it is, because if it wasn't,
I don't think so.
If it wasn't very accurate, then I'd imagine it'd be pretty negative dialogue, you know?
Yeah. It's cool to see like a foreign country that likes us. Like when you look at like how disrespectful Europeans are, like that makes me never want to go to Europe.
Yeah, but you also have to think like, if we're speaking of like Great Britain and stuff like that, I mean, we kind of kick their ass there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's probably some pent-up rage there. They're not getting as much tax money as the Rockefellers from us.
Yeah. Britain can't stop taking L's, dude.
It's apparently in pretty rough shape in general.
Yeah.
That's going to be supposedly, not to get too into politics, but it's supposed to be the first country to really see the big negative effects of the war and the price of oil and stuff, because all of their oil is imported. They don't have any kind of.
Oh, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that's why they had to steal resources from the Irish for so long. Imperialists through and through, dude.
Oh man, the old BRN 180, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait to make a video on that gun.
I think of that every time I think about that gun. I think about the Irish, or like when I'm watching Peaky Blinders and the Irish is on there, the people are on there. I'm thinking about that gun. Just 'cause I didn't know all that.
It's so cool, dude. There's like a famous photo of like a woman in a skirt and like a leather jacket, and she's got like a ski mask on, and she's like peeking around a corner with the BRN 180, or I guess back then it was the Armalite 18.
Yeah. Did you pick up that? What'd you pick up, gun wise?
The FN 309, dude. I'm excited for that thing.
You shot it yet?
Yeah, I put a few rounds through it. It's pretty accurate. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get it all decked out. I'm still waiting on the light to come in, and then we'll get it sorted out, dude.
It'd be good to see.
Put it up on the YouTube.
I know you've been looking for it. Yeah, we are gonna like boost our gun content up, hopefully,
For sure.
because we've got some higher end stuff we're gonna work with. We've got some lower end budget stuff we're gonna work with.
Yeah.
A little bit of comparisons in the two. But if there's anything you'd like to see, especially if it's affordable on a regular law enforcement budget, let us know, and you'll see it.
Yes. Back to the comment thing. Leave us some comments. Let us know what kind of content you want to see, whether that's on the Instagram or the YouTube, wherever. Just tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. We want to make the content that you want to see.
Absolutely. And to those of you guys that have reached out to us personally, we really appreciate the support. It's awesome. We're going to keep doing what we've been doing, and hopefully it just improves from here. And it's good to see that you guys are getting some real value from what we're doing. And it's not just us goofing around in here in a studio, you know. It's paying off because it's everything we wanted as far as our community goes. So
Absolutely, dude. The Japan thing is really interesting. It's funny to see like the average Japanese person's like perception of our culture
Yeah.
is pretty much like just king of the hill.
Well, I was
Like,
gonna
they
say
think that's how we all live.
they like the old like early '80s 4-wheel drive trucks and the
Yeah.
rock stars and country music and the cowboy hats.
It's pretty cool.
But I've also not seen a whole like I don't have an X, so I haven't looked at it a lot just to see what is generally going on. But I did see a few reels of it.
That's where I'm getting a lot of my content because I don't do X. It
I don't
seems like
either.
such a terrible platform.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's a terrible platform. It's just I wasn't big on it whenever it's Twitter because every single little thing that I do, I'm not really worried about people looking at it.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I've not been on there a whole lot. Just seeing reels on old Instagram. Blah.
That's where I'm getting most of my information. That's
There
where
we
I
go.
get really all of the information that I ever like talk about.
That's where I get the start. You know, like I'm on the old throne and I'll be scrolling. I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and I just dive deeper into it. That's the thing too. Is like, it's crazy to me how much stuff there is just widely available to us on the internet when you really think about it. Because there's like everything on there, and you can just get so pulled into it.
I feel like we were never meant to have this much knowledge.
No, I did read in a book one time. I think it was in Hard Times Create Strong Men, maybe. I think it was in that book, but it was talking about like tribalism and like how we're engineered as humans to be able to interact with like a max of like 125 to 150 people.
Yeah.
And
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but apparently the reason there's so much like, I guess you'd say emotional or mental exhaustion is because we're trying to get the eyes of like thousands of people. You know what I mean? Like even like depending on who you are, like us, like if we put something on there, that's like close to 1,000 people that we're trying to like get their attention, and it's such a weird like out there thing to try to appeal to that many people, or maybe not appeal to them, but at least know that those eyes are on you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're never meant to do that. That's why I think it's like such almost like an addiction for some people to get those likes and those reshares or whatever reposts.
Yeah, well, it's like completely new territory for like the human psyche.
Yeah,
you know, like we don't have like a roadmap for like this crazy like digital world that we live in now.
Yeah, it's
interesting. I'm very interested to see like where it goes, like on a like human history level. You know?
Yeah, it's almost like we're destined for collapse with it, though.
I don't know. It's hard to say though,
because we're so far advanced. It's like
I think that's like the doomer perspective.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying like it's like AI and the way social is and everything. It's just getting to where it's hard to differentiate between reality and fake, or
That's
like
fair.
computer generated.
Yeah.
So the only way you're gonna be able to tell is if you're there in person to see it. So I think it'll be a good thing, and it'll drive us back to that social interaction. Especially since 2018, late 2018, early 2019, whenever COVID was like really hitting stride.
Yeah, that would have been late 2019.
Yeah, so it was like we were pushed to be like socially distant.
Yeah,
and freaking watch people die on Zoom, you know, in the hospital and stuff because they couldn't go see them.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that had to have some kind of like profound effect on like the collective conscious.
Oh, 100%. 100% it did. But I also think here locally it pushed more people to go like outside and do outdoor things.
Yeah.
Because that's what we were doing. Like they're like quarantine inside. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And then as soon as I got off work, I'm like, let's go for a hike or a jog or whatever. Not a jog because I don't jog, but a ruck, baby.
It's time for a little vitamin D.
Yeah.
And some horse dewormer.
Yes. Dude. Yes. I'm telling you right now, if I ever get diagnosed with anything like that that's terminal, I'm trying it.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. Especially if you're towards like the rough parts, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Adam, hope you're doing well, brother. We love you. We've been praying for you. Hopefully you and your family are seeing some relief, buddy. Love you. Anyways, but yeah, for sure be throwing some, what is it, ivermectin, hydrochloroquine.
Just throw the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah.
Dude.
If you're about to go,
Yeah,
Might as well
of course.
at least try it. Because they say it's parasites,
Really?
or it acts as if it's a parasite. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and I just see these videos. Like you never know which ones are correct and which ones aren't, or accurate, I guess. But it behaves as if it's a parasite cancer.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's something about the multiplication rate of the cells, because they're so like rapidly evolving and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Speaking of which, I do have something. Have you like heard about the whole manufactured lab grown meat stuff?
Yeah, dude.
So
it's creepy as hell.
Well, and the creepiest part about it is the descriptors of the meat itself that he is creating. He being Bill Gates.
Yeah.
It has very weird parallels with like cancer cells.
Yeah, well, like, I believe that's like, it's not even like a parallel. Like, that's exactly what it does. Is like it grows the way that cancer grows. Like on its own. It just
That's what I'm saying.
It replicates the cells.
Yeah, dude.
Like it is. They're selling us tumors
pretty much.
and
That's
calling
what it
it
sounds like.
meat. That's insane.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna have to buy a cow.
Yeah.
We really have been considering it. I mean, that's the only way you can trust where your meat's coming from.
We're gonna have to be farmers, dude.
I mean, not necessarily farmers, but we're just gonna have to at least go to a cattle farm to purchase our meat.
It would be kind of cool to have like a ranch, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
build a big
requires
compound,
lots of money.
Have some cows, chickens. Let's do it.
I'm here for it.
Let's quit our jobs. No, I'm just joking.
Are you though? Yes, we're joking. It's okay.
Like you talking about Bill Gates and stuff, like kind of the shady crap that goes on in like corporate America, reminded me the other day I was reading about in like 1919 the Ford Motor Company was run by Henry Ford's son.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw like a massive amount of profit, like millions of dollars. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
So they make like a ton of profit, and Ford goes like, and we have all this extra money. Let's build another plant and give all of our workers raises.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
On the front end.
But what happens is the Dodge Motor Company was like a majority like shareholder in the Ford Motor Company. So they sue Ford and go, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And Ford's like, the hell I can't. Like, this is my company. Like,
yeah.
It's my money. He goes, well, we're the shareholders, and that profit should actually go to us. Mm-hmm. So they went all the way to the Michigan Supreme Court, and the court ruled that the primary responsibility is to the shareholders. So
yeah,
now Ford couldn't give his people a raise. Isn't that crazy the way that like that decision still holds true today across the nation?
Yeah. Well, in those bigger companies, of course.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, dude, that's so interesting to me, because when you look at like the time period, and then you start to look at like the kind of stuff that was going on there with like the Rockefellers and like the Carnegies and stuff, like these big like trusts, and then the government had to like step in and like bust up these trusts. Like the kind of business practices that were going on back then was so crazy, but you can still see stuff like that today.
Well, yeah, now the biggest thing that we see as consumers is the housing market.
Yeah.
How they've purchased up all this like family homes or whatever, and are just renting them out.
Yeah, BlackRock, they're going crazy.
Which apparently, now I mean he said it. Doesn't mean it'll happen. But Trump's his administration supposedly working some kind of deal like that where a big corporation cannot own family homes. Which doesn't, I don't know how that would work though.
That was a big like running point for RFK. I wonder if he's kind of in Trump's ear about stuff like that.
I would certainly hope so, because he's the whatever he is over health.
Yeah,
whatever it's called. Because they busted up all the vaccines and stuff.
That's crazy too. Like it's crazy to see like how evil big business is.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all about money.
Well, and it's big pharma more than anything.
Like yeah.
You know.
Like any big business, like BlackRock or like there's somebody's getting screwed over somewhere in every aspect.
Yeah, and it's like for what?
Yeah,
For a few million.
For
them, probably trillions, but
for the shareholders.
yeah, which is them.
Yeah, the
BlackRock
responsibility of the
owns
company.
everything, dude. Everything. That's why, like all the companies that I like to use are small town companies, or not small town, but like smaller. They sort of brick and mortar, like First Form.
Yeah, I love that, dude. Like I like to see normal people start a company.
Yeah,
And like normally like the trajectory is like a company like First Form gets bought out by like a big company like I don't know, like GNC or something.
mm-hmm.
And GNC is already owned by like some other big company that's owned by another big company that's owned by like of course like BlackRock or some like subsidiary like whatever, dude. But there's usually like a short amount of time where like a company starts and then it's like, all right, well, this is great.
Yeah, if it becomes like a movement or something,
Yeah.
then they're gonna try and get their hands in it somehow.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
It's pretty lame.
It is pretty lame. Well, and it's like people talk about Andy being like hardcore and cultish and this and that, and it's like, well, he kind of has to be that way because if he sells out, then he's gonna be just like any other company. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You sort of have to like really, like from the outside looking at it, it looks like you've got to like really defend and have like a hard stance on your company's like ethics and like
Their core values,
the way they do things. Yeah, their core values.
Yeah, because they've had him set. So he started. I mean, he was supplement superstores first.
Mm-hmm.
Not to get too much into somebody else's business, but he did supplement superstores, and that evolved to where like he was vertically integrating as far as like, okay, they're selling supplements, and now they're going to develop supplements and all this, and like then he started First Form in 2009. It's that new of a company.
Yeah,
but I don't remember when he started supplement superstores, but with the right values and the right people, because that's the best thing about it is you can go to First Form and see the people that are on their social media and that are running their sales and are running their executive side of things. Like I could message one of the guys right now that's on their executive team, and he would text me back within a day. And you don't get that at like Nike
that's
or Red
rare.
Bull or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the dude, like, he was like, hey, next time you're in St. Louis, holler at me. I'm like, yeah, dude, no problem. Because we were up there for Supercross, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw him it just ended up like he was like 2 rows behind us at the Supercross event.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he saw my shirt and was like, hey. I'm like, hey, dude, whatever, blah, blah. Because I hadn't been back to First Form since Summer Smash of 23. So like, but it's stuff like that like sets these other companies apart. And that's, I mean, a lot of times they're a little more expensive. So it's like, damn, but you get what you pay for. And do you want to support these companies that are maybe not hooking their employees up or giving them fair wage or whatever? Like, you just have to look into it. I didn't realize how much I had used, like how Amazon and stuff, right? It's so convenient. So you become accustomed to using that kind of stuff. So it's simple. It's fast. That's what worries me about the meat thing.
Yeah, because it's going to be plentiful and abundant and easy. And we're not like having to farm it, and it's going to be the cheapest option.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the most plentiful. You'll never run out of it.
Yeah.
And it's a tumor in a package. That's what you're eating.
Which is insane, dude.
That's crazy.
Like, to think about what it could cause you or cause to your body.
Yeah.
Dude, no thanks.
There's something like absolutely repulsive about that. Like it's disgusting.
Well,
That's
and I would
crazy.
imagine people who generally don't care about what they're eating would even not enjoy that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if they knew,
like even like a McDonald's everyday person would probably not enjoy that.
Apparently, old Trumper's almost a McDonald's every day.
That's pretty crazy.
That's insane for his age.
His arteries must be like
he's eating like a 15-year-old boy. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not only eating that because they'll get the money the dude's got.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
If I had that kind of money, it'd be like ribeyes every day,
which probably wouldn't be too good for your heart either.
That's a whole bunch of malarkey, dude.
Apparently, the yellow fat's really good for you.
I saw that in a video the other day. Like this old like cowboy. He's like a rancher, and he owns like a burger joint down in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And he's breaking down the difference between like yellow fat and like that white fat.
Yeah,
it's a cool video, but he was talking about like it's yellow because of like the chlorophyll and stuff, and like when it's grass finished, the chemicals in the grass is actually what turns that fat white or yellow rather.
Yeah.
So
when they're fed.
When
other
like
stuff,
corn,
yeah.
When the corn finished, that's where you get like that white fat, which was really interesting to me.
Yeah. Well, and that's my dad's always said too, because we're big hunters and stuff, and he's big time bear hunter, and he's like, oh, you can always tell what a bear's been eating when you eat it.
Really?
And I was like, yeah. Like
I've always heard that with the taste.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he's like if a bear's eating a lot of berries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if they're in a place where there's a bunch of berries and stuff like that, then the meat, I think he said, tastes a lot better than one that eats like nuts all the time, like acorns and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something interesting because in Italy, when they're getting ready to like slaughter a pig,
mm-hmm.
they'll send them out, and all they eat is acorns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was watching like a documentary
the other
about
way
that.
around then. Or like a trash bear, like one that gets into trash up at Gatlinburg or something.
I've always heard trash and meat is what makes a bear taste bad.
Yeah, especially if it's like, I'd imagine one of those Gatlinburg bears, those big old fat ones that are in those candy shops and stuff all the time.
It's got to be the worst.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it, dude.
Yeah.
It's just wild how something can eat and it tastes different.
Yeah.
Like when you eat the meat itself.
It's really interesting. It makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah. And it makes you wonder what it does to your body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than like feeling sluggish and everything.
That's the same way like with fish, though. Like a lot of people won't eat like catfish and stuff like that because it's like a bottom dweller.
Yeah.
They'll eat anything. Eats like garbage.
Dude, I like me some catfish, though.
I've never had a bad time eating catfish.
It might just be the black in me, though, because they love catfish.
I'm not commenting on that.
I think.
That
I don't
culture.
know. Hit us up in the comments. The blacks love it. Sorry, the African Americans love it.
I think black is right.
It ain't wrong, baby. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, though, I like catfish. Now, I prefer a trout. Yeah. I really like some grilled trout, dude.
Dude, redfish is the best fish in the world.
Never had it. I don't think. Isn't that what you said you guys can catch a bunch of down there in Louisiana?
Yeah, dude. If you're fishing brackish water, you're catching them redfish.
Brackish. Is that where the like river runs into the ocean?
It's where like the marshes, like the estuaries and stuff meet the Gulf. There's these areas that aren't exactly saltwater, but aren't exactly freshwater. It's freshwater with a high salinity.
Don't they look weird? Like if it from an overhead view,
it's kind of murky.
But isn't there like a definitive line?
I've seen pictures of that, but I've never
Not
seen
the same
it
thing
in real life, like on the water.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've never been deep sea fishing.
Well, this ain't exactly deep sea fishing.
Or
you got to be kind of in like the marshy areas.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, we need to go.
We do.
I just want to go to Louisiana in general. Like when I hear you talk, because I went as a kid, and it was so long ago. Like I don't remember anything.
It's the Australia of America, dude.
Meaning what?
All the critters and the culture.
Oh yeah. Well, to hear you and Gallo talk about it,
like
I'm like, dang, dude.
It's a special place, dude. I miss it sometimes.
But you can't beat East Tennessee. It's the best place ever.
I love it out here, dude.
Yeah. I like that our big city isn't even big. So don't come here.
Yeah, stay out.
It does blow my mind that the Smoky Mountain National Park is the most visited in the nation. But they may just say that.
Yeah. I feel
Apparently
like
it is.
What's that one out in California with the redwoods?
Oh, I have no idea.
I want to see that one day, but I really don't want to go to California.
Dude, so Alfonso.
Yeah.
Our buddy from, he lives in Colorado now.
Buddy of ours.
Yeah. I think he was raised in California.
Yeah.
I think that's where he grew up. I don't want to say that wrong. It's my bad, Alfonso.
He turned out all right. I like him.
Yeah. Yeah. But he loved the state of California as far as like
it seems like a beautiful place from everything I've seen. Like
the outdoors and everything. Yeah. He loved that part of it. He was like, but the politics suck. I'm like, yeah, well, of course. Of course. But I would like to go with somebody like that knows the area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to go. I haven't been out west at all. Furthest I've been, I guess the furthest I've been out west was SHOT Show, Vegas.
SHOT Show was awesome.
If you would even call that out west. I guess it is.
Yeah, that's out west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to go to Grand Teton, though. That's on the list for me.
When I think of SHOT Show, I think of like Vegas.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Grace this story today. When we walked down to that 7-Eleven, we walk in. I walk past like the homeless guy on the corner. He's doing the homeless guy thing. We walk right past him. You go, "Good morning, sir." All right, man. You walk into this convenience store. The woman behind the counter, rude as hell.
Dude, I was just about to say.
Yeah. You walk right past her. She's...
Yeah. Well, remember she got really pissed off because we asked if there was a bathroom. Go to one of the casinos. And we're like miles away from the closest, a mile or so away.
Yeah. Walk right past her. Don't give her even a glance. Don't want to deal with her. Give me a white monster. And it's pretty early. We didn't have breakfast, I think, that day.
We did not.
So I roll over
like 9:30
to the little refrigerated section, and I pick up an orange. Didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Go up to the rude lady, pay for it, walk out, crack open that white monster, take that first sip, feeling good, dude. This is one of the best mornings of my life. It's sunny, but it's still kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those perfect weather. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day in the desert. Walk right past the homeless man a second time. All right, have a good day, sir. Scratching.
Yeah.
Start to peel my orange. Toss it into the dumpster. Another homeless guy behind the dumpster. Kind of, doing their little zombie thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of doing that fentling. I bite into this orange, and we're in this desert. That's when it dawned on me. We're in a desert, and I'm eating an orange.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I think we've had this conversation before.
There's shipping in modern days, so.
Well, that's what I'm getting at is like, we have like conquered the planet and like bent nature to our will so completely that I ate an orange in the desert. And it wasn't even a big deal. Like, I brought an orange to the counter, and the woman didn't go, "Where'd you find that?"
Yeah.
She goes, "Of course we have oranges."
Yeah, of course she didn't say anything because she was hateful, son.
Yeah.
That is one thing. I thought it was just a saying, like, oh, Southern hospitality.
Oh,
but dude.
It's the same thing in Washington, D.C.
Rudest place I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like that one dude, you remember when me and you went to the Walmart and it was just me and you? Yeah. And the lady's like, a guy's like, "Oh, sorry, excuse me." She goes, sorry? She said, "Nobody ever raised you to be sorry. You say, excuse me."
That was crazy, dude.
And I was like, yeah, it was it was an Asian guy.
Yeah.
Not that said it. Obviously, you guys can probably narrow it down to what she looks like. But like, dude. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. That whole entire freaking that Walmart.
I don't want to say any crazy like sweeping broad stroke.
Yeah.
Categorizing people.
Overgeneralization.
Yeah.
What that would be called.
But Yankees are rude as hell.
Yeah, they are.
Every last one of them. No, I'm joking.
Well, all the ones that I've seen that ain't rude ended up staying here
Yeah.
when they came to visit. But yeah, that was crazy to me. Like just how rude people can be.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it, dude.
I don't know if they're that rude or if the people around here are just that nice. You know, like if they're just overly nice.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, they're just kind of like in their own little world out there. Which I mean, there's so many people. Like if you were, like if you were to say hey to every person that you came across up there in D.C., I mean, you'd just be standing there saying hey to people all day. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people.
Yeah, but it doesn't take much to like acknowledge somebody. Like if you lock eyes with somebody, you don't just like, you give them like a little nod. You go, hey man, what's up?
Buddy in D.C. they do.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, good night.
Like even like the walking etiquette like is strange.
Yeah. Dude.
Like people will like bump into you and like brush right past you. It's not like excuse me or anything. Like
yeah. Well, and it's just so like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Lots of people. I guess I'll say compressed or congested.
Yeah.
Congested. It's such a congested area, and it's like it's crazy how foreign some things are there. Because you remember when we were going to that Walgreens.
Yeah.
And we walk around the corner or whatever. We're standing there talking back and forth, like deciding where we're going to go because the wives can't make up their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we turned and your magazine fell out, dude. And that lady was like, and we just reached out slowly, grab a magazine, and then just kind of take off. I bet she's probably still telling that story, dude.
Probably.
It was just
crazy
funny.
white boy.
Yeah, this crazy white boy had a gun over there at the Walgreens. I seen it.
Oh, man.
That was crazy. That was fun, man.
And then that one guy that yelled at our wives.
Yeah, that was
on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
I lost it on that guy. I said some things that I should not have said. Yeah,
you succumbed to the or succumbed to the
succumb. What?
Succumb? We'll back that up.
I succumbed.
Anyways, you let the overcongested big city influence you, dude. Because you're a nice fella, and that wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
Which, granted, he wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
Again,
if that guy would have got off of that motorcycle,
no way
you would have been bonding me out of jail, dude.
Nah. We know people. We've been fine.
Yeah. I was not having it.
What a crazy trip.
Yeah. I think that's just how like I get like kind of antsy in a big city like that, dude. I don't have a lot of patience.
I don't either.
I'm a little on edge.
Yeah, and I'm always ready to get the hell back to the Airbnb.
I get a little crazy.
Yeah. You need to go to St. Louis with us.
Yeah.
Dude, it's such a cool place.
Let's go.
The food is awesome.
It's
not like
the judge of that.
Not like Vegas food awesome, but I'm sure there are some places. There's the best burger I've ever had there.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have to remember the Twisted Tavern. That's where it came from.
Big shout out Twisted Tavern.
Dude.
Twist it up.
The tavern burger there, buddy. I'd drive 7 hours up there just to eat it.
Really?
And drive back. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm a burger fanatic, buddy.
I like a good burger.
Today just ain't it.
Ah, dude, we're doing great.
I think we are too. I also
I'm
just
pretty
noticed there's an
happy
eagle
with it.
on here. Not that really matters, but every time you crack open a first form screaming freedom, an eagle is born, baby. You know?
Hell yeah. I love that.
That just
eagle,
went off, dude.
I love the sound effect.
Yeah,
Brother.
I wish we had one on here.
Oh, we gotta
Eagle
we gotta
screech.
figure out how to program that thing.
We're still learning. We're getting there.
Oh man. On one of our last episodes, we were talking about like nostalgic like movies and stuff. And we talked about like Chris Farley and all. I was reading the other day about like Dan Aykroyd. Have you ever watched any of his movies?
I'm sure I have because I've heard the name.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Blues Brothers is like my favorite of his movies.
Yeah.
Blues Brothers goes off, dude. I
does.
love that movie.
It was one of my favorites when I was a kid.
It rules. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the scene where they roll up and they show like Jake's tattoo. And it says Jake across his knuckles. And you see Elwood's. And it's
I don't remember the scene.
oh, dude, it's hilarious because like Jake is 4 letters and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's Elwood and it's just like 6. The other 2 just don't have anything on them. But I was reading the other day that Dan Aykroyd actually was diagnosed with autism.
That I did not know.
Yeah, he has Asperger's apparently. He said like he credited it to like some of his like creativity and like how he had like a special interest in like the supernatural, like ghosts and stuff. And that was kind of like what got him through writing like Blues Brothers, Ghostbusters.
That's wild.
Yeah. But he also had like a special interest, like a fascination with like the police. And that's what inspired Blues Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I don't know if you remember like some of the like the car chase scenes, like the whole like subplot of like the police looking for them. But apparently, like even like to this day, he walks around with like a fake badge at all times.
I don't know how smart that is.
It's not,
You
but
know?
dude, good on him.
Yeah, it's
I
just
love
it's
to see
wild
him.
that there's such a hyper fixation. Like when people have autism, they seem to like hyper fixate on something, and it's like it's almost like it gives them an advantage on that specific topic.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Because they're just so like the ability to recall and all that, like it's impressive.
Yeah.
I know there's like a different like well they say spectrum this and that or whatever. I don't really know how all that works. But like
yeah.
It always blows my mind like the ability to immediately just recall it.
Yeah.
And if they're having like a overstimulation, like I guess you call it episode or whatever.
Yeah.
That if you just know what to say to them, dude, it just grounds them like immediately.
Yeah. I know sometimes like it's harder to get them out of that, and I don't want to oversimplify it.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's
like,
definitely not a simple thing.
Yeah.
It's it always seems like it's really complex, and the people that they love are the ones that are the only ones that can figure it out.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
They're like caretakers, especially if they're like not exactly like high functioning.
Yeah, which it seems like there's a higher frequency of high functioning autism than there is.
Yeah.
I don't know, more severe.
It's very interesting. A lot of people believe it's like becoming overdiagnosed. But I don't know, like, is it being overdiagnosed, or are we better at like spotting like symptoms and like patterns of behavior that kind of fit with that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're mentioned a lot on the telepathy tapes. You ever watched that or heard of it?
I've heard of it.
That's pretty crazy. I don't want to like go too in depth because I don't know a whole lot of what it is, but like how they can take those mute people and they can talk back and forth, and they talk about like how they have been up on that mount
That's
or whatever.
Some creepy stuff, dude. It makes me uncomfortable.
I don't know if it's creepy or if it's just some of it sounds divine, you know, which I guess would be kind of creepy as well, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ugh,
because they clearly can communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Prior to ever meeting each other is the thing.
Yeah, and they like I've heard like of stories of like appearing in like caretakers' dreams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And these are like firsthand accounts. This isn't like some wacky like conspiracy craziness.
Yeah.
But like appearing in like a caretaker's dream, like talking to them like much more clearly and like
and being able to recall to the caretaker that they were there.
Yeah.
Without the caretaker saying anything.
Yes.
It's wild.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Like, I know there's the spiritual realm or world or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, because, we're in the physical, like, everything we do is physical, but obviously there's a spiritual influence on everything that we do. And it's like, there's so much that goes on that we don't see, and it's happening right here, right now. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. It reminds me of I think it's North Carolina. There's this facility called the Monroe Institute, I believe. Yeah. And they like train people to do remote viewing.
Dude, that's some dark stuff, I believe, buddy.
You think so?
I will not be partaking. Not a chance, dude.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know. Some of it seems made up, but I listened to a supposed remote viewer who worked for like the CIA talk about it.
Yeah.
And basically what he said is that anybody has like uh, a little bit of potential to like tap into like remote viewing. Like they could sort of get results out of anybody, but some are better than others.
Yeah.
Or some have like a better like potency, I suppose. It's really interesting.
Well, and it's just like I think I know who you're talking about, and he was like, some people just have a natural ability, can walk right into it,
Yeah.
and can just do it.
And for those of you that don't know what remote viewing is, the idea is that like the CIA at one point was trying out some like metaphysical stuff, especially like MK Ultra and those sorts of things. And they were looking into the idea that somebody could like see something somewhere that they are not from a position like for example, they wanted somebody to like look at the specs and information like inside and like the details of like a Soviet submarine back during like the Cold War.
Yeah.
So they ran through these exercises where they would like have like a picture on one side of a room and then the other person who they're trying to get to remote view couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And they would like have them like, let's say it's like face down. They'd have them like just like close their eyes and think about that picture that's face down. Let's say it's just like a star. They'd have them like think about it, like imagine what it is. And supposedly more often than not, they would get it right.
That's so strange.
Yeah. But you like they said you have to let it like come to you.
Yeah.
You have to like sit there and like imagine the picture.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, I saw one where the person supposedly said they saw the Ark of the Covenant, like where it was at and its location and stuff.
Yeah, I think I did hear about that.
I think it was in a CIA document that was like released or something or declassified.
Yeah.
Dude,
Crazy.
you cannot tell me that's not some stuff we ain't supposed to be dabbling in.
I don't know.
I do believe there are certain things as a human you're not supposed to be digging around with. You don't feel that way? Maybe originally we were supposed to be able, because I mean, obviously there was a communication between all of us that was like,
I think that's your third eye, brother. It's been calcified by fluoride. Your pineal gland has been destroyed by pharmaceuticals and runoff and
Yeah?
chemicals.
You think so? Well, I've lived off well water my whole life. I stay away from medications as much as I can. I don't even like taking
know, dude.
ibuprofen or Tylenol.
I think you're not in touch with your third eye.
Okay, yeah. You're whispering eye, dude. I know all about that one. See, this is the part of the pod where like I am making sense and you are not.
I think I'm making sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I just feel like that's something we're not supposed to be messing with, dude.
I want to talk to the DMT entities.
No chance. No chance. Dude, that is some dark that is not good stuff to be messing with.
Yeah, probably not really.
No. I'm telling you right now.
It seems really fascinating.
For you to be able to experience that stuff, you have to ingest something into your body that's not just naturally sitting there. You have to prepare it and all that, right?
Negative. DMT naturally occurs in your brain.
Yeah, but not like you're talking about like the ayahuasca and all of that stuff, right? The hallucinogenics.
Yeah, it's from the toad.
No.
What do you mean no?
We are not supposed to be doing that.
What do you mean you're not supposed to lick a toad?
When have you ever seen one and thought, I'm going to get me a pull off that bad boy?
Never.
That's what I mean.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know you can get arrested in Florida for having like a certain number of toads?
Is it for that reason?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not dabbling in any hallucinogenic whatsoever. I don't think we're supposed to.
I don't know, dude.
I don't either. I know lots of people do.
It's interesting stuff.
Old Joe talks about it a lot.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting.
It is.
Especially like when you start to see like the similarities and like the overlap that like is reported by like a bunch of different people from different cultures, like different walks of life, like the experiences that are the same is very fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that I would ever do it, but it is very fascinating.
Isn't it like maybe the Mayans or somebody? I don't know. Some like South American, like native type culture, right? Like way back when, whatever. They are maybe it's Brazilian people. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, that region, right? South America. They are the ones that came up with like ayahuasca or whatever, and they use it to talk to like the sun god and this stuff or different. That may not be accurate, but whatever being it is they see that they should like worship, that's how they spoke to him. So that's my thing is like if you have to take a hallucinogenic to talk to this thing, it cannot be good. You know what I mean? Sort of like
That's interesting.
Sort of like the lady of Fatima or however you want to say it.
Yeah.
Like her, you know that story, don't you? I think we've maybe talked about it before.
So like part of what I find interesting about it is like these characters that are commonly reported in these hallucinations are commonly attributed to aspects of your own personality. So like really that's like your mind talking to you. Like that's some aspect of yourself that needs to be like confronted or has something to like teach you. That's like the common like sort of explanation. I'm not saying like I buy it or like I believe this, but like when you think of it from that perspective, that is fascinating to me.
Yeah, but I mean that could just be some entity telling you that. Like what? Like
it's entirely possible.
You know what I mean? I just don't think. I feel like if it's something we're supposed to do, we could just tap into it on our own. You know what I'm saying? Like without the hallucinogenics.
See, but like my argument that I come back to is like, then why would God put that here on the earth?
He put a fruit here that bore the curse that we were bearing forever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, we weren't supposed to do that. I'm saying he's done it before.
I mean, I understand that, but, like, there's multiple plants that have, like, these properties.
I don't know, man. I just don't think it's something we're supposed to mess with, dude. That's all I'm saying. We can agree to disagree or whatever.
I mean, I don't really have, like, a solid opinion on this. I'm not arguing that you should. Just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah. Well, I just don't think anything. I mean, you know how I feel about anything that impairs your judgment whatsoever.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a little weird, but
I don't think that's weird. I think that's like a standard that you've created for yourself. I think it's not a bad one either.
Yeah. It could be worse.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
I know it.
All right, dude. You got anything else?
Nah, dude. I'm ready to wrap it up.
Do us a little send off, dude.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. We do this for you, listeners. Like we said at the start, like, share, comment, subscribe. Helps out a lot. Other than that, just love yourself. Love the people around you, and praise God, baby.
Yeah, dude. Love Jesus. Love you guys.
Later.
Bye.